Welcome back to me creating things, and what's gonna happen is I'm gonna export this. One, get my reference invisible. And I'm gonna watch this all the way through, make sure everything is colored in properly. Just getting images. Yeah, this'll do. So what's going to happen is we're going to go up to File. I honestly don't know if you guys can see it, but we're gonna go to File and Render Animation. And I'm gonna be on Image Sequence. I'm gonna change my image location to Stream Avatars, my frames. I'm gonna make a folder and title it Dark Chow and select that folder, and we are gonna have this dark, and we're gonna have our starting number at 0, and we're gonna go all the way up to 30, and we're gonna click OK. We're gonna let that render. What we're going to do now is go to File, Open, and Stream Avatars. I have a sheet. Which sheet am I working off of? I think the last chow I made was Sally. I need to make one that's just a blank one, but we're not. And I'm gonna come through. Delete. 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 What I'm doing is I'm clearing the Sally Chow. I really ought to just make one and just label it blank. And I have it, so give me a moment to do this. I also have water boiling on the stove, and I'm currently watching the Try Guys while I do this. And I'm just talking as a way to, like, also kind of sort of teach y'all also how to do it, kind of sort of. So I went to File. Y'all can't see my file because of the way the program captures. But I'm going to do Save As. And in my sheet, I'm just going to label this the blank sheet. And whenever I need to add something, we'll just add it to the blank sheet. And now, I'm going to go to File, Open. And what I do is, because sometimes Creative will crash, I will grab my first 4 frames. Also, I'm going to go over here because this will take up space. And save it and close it. So I'm going to start the first one, Control C, and then go Control V over here. And well, hello, welcome in. Dankest of memes. Ah, okay, my brain is like confusing. This is Idle. Welcome in. We're currently making a stream avatar sheet for a dark chow, and I'm just making sure he's level on that line. That's where I like him to be. And I can close the first one. Go to frame 2, which is labeled frame 1 because they start at frame 0. And then shift left right arrow sends it over. You can also just press the arrow key and it'll go over on its own. And I kind of just eyeball this. I don't feel like pulling out a full grid right now. Next one Oh, something I need to do is I need to come over here and I like to label these, their frame number and what they are, because when I come back over here, if the file crashes or whatever, in fact, let's go ahead and file save this. Dark sheet. We're gonna file save as the dark sheet. And also, it helps me, I like to label the layers what they are, because it helps me figure out where stuff actually is. And this takes forever. But how are you, Dankest of Memes? How's your day? Label this idle. And press the floppy disk to save. A lot of people I'm finding out are not aware that this is a floppy disk. That is a floppy disk. I would zoom in onto it, but it is okay. They stopped using floppy disk when I was in middle school at some point, and I came over my project on it, and they were just like, we don't have a computer that uses this. And I'm just like, this is the only way I know how to move data other than a CD. And this is 04, and it's a walk. And I have to do what it is at the end, because otherwise if like I make a new file layer, it messes up the whole numbering because there's a number there. And we're gonna try to center this baby. Look at you. Oh, cute. Oh, so vicious. We're going to layer 5. Layer 5. Layer 5. Frame 5. For a walk. Control C. And yes, frames 4 and frame 6 are the exact same frame. I am well aware. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball this. And really, I'm just gonna eyeball these and then at the end kind of be like, okay, let's try to like center them a little bit more. 07 walk. I think that's about right. And we're gonna save. File. 8 out of 11. And as you can see, we're gonna get the idle. And I'm gonna, hold on, and go into that folder. And I'm gonna go check on the water I have boiling because I'm trying to make dinner. I'll be right back. Pause my Try Guys video. The water is not boiling yet, but a girl can dream and hope. Okay. 08. Control C. Control V. Zero, 8. Sit. 09. Sit. There we go. Control C on frame 10. Control V. And sit. Control C. 11. Sit. I love Escape from the Kitchen. If none of y'all have seen Try Guys Escape from the Kitchen, it premiered on like their pilot month. It's a great show. I love it. I'm watching the new episode they released onto YouTube. Okay. Well, I'm having a great time. Alright. Control C. I think I hit the wrong number. Control V. Shift and down arrow to bring my item all the way down. Alright. Save. 12. Stand. Control C. And this is jump. And this is 14. Jump. Ba 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 ba. Let's. Jump. And here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna resize my jump. Because it does not matter. Try Guys, move down. I'm watching in picture-picture mode on my computer. Also, look, I resized. I changed all my little... There we go. Alrighty, Control C, Control V, and then shift down until I see it pop up over here. Look at you, all cute. Let's rename you. You are 15. Jump, my dudes. Also, we are now... Now, alright. We have this set, which is the trumpet, the sleep, and then we go on to the attack. Oh. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, Control C, Control V. $16. Control C, Control V, shift and down. Ba ba da ba. Look at him. Now, we are gonna go over here. $17. Trumpet. And now we're gonna go on to sleep. Look at this. And then we have the attack. Look at this. Control C. Control V. This is frame 18. Sleepy. Oh, that's a really interesting riddle. Sleepy. Oh, look at you. Alright. Alright. This is now the attack. This is 20. I'm gonna put the attack right here. $21. That's it. There we go. I'm gonna line up 20. View. See, I could have sworn I just got the body the same, but apparently not. Oh, yeah. Might actually help. So what I'm doing, instead of actually lining them up like I should be, is I'm lining them up in that frame. And then I'm gonna move them over. Honestly, probably a better... This is the wrong button. Let's see. Do 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 do. $27. You can't. Do do. Da 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 da. And now we have 30. I'll right up against that line. Hello, Goose. Welcome in. How are you? We are currently making the stream avatar sheet for a dark chow, and then we'll be putting it in stream avatars, hopefully. AKA, I will open stream avatars and we will play with the program. There we go. Right now, we are just moving them all along. But how are you? How is your Wednesday, my darling? Hopefully, it is a good Wednesday. It's a nice, chill Wednesday. There we go. I drew all these. I have spent a very long time drawing all of these. So much so, that it is kind of ridiculous how long I've spent creating these. So I drew all these chow. I'll pull it up in a little bit, but I have created a Sonia chow, a Manic chow. I've created 2 different Sonic chows. So many chow. My goal at this moment is to create more chow. I've done Espio, Vector. The only member of the Chaotix I'm missing of like the main Chaotix is Charmy. But I still also gotta do Ray and Mighty. Because they're a part of the Chaotix, but they're also their own duo set. But I haven't touched them yet. Right now, what I have... Well, who I have done, I have to get Sonia, Mephiles, this Dark Chow, the Dragon Chow, which is based off the animal you can give them in Sonic Adventure, and Coconuts from The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Da-da-da. Alright, so now we have all of them in their spot. So we're going to save this, because saving is important. Because I will forget, and then I will go to File, Save As. Oh, you mean Espio? Espio and Vector, so the way I see the relationship is not that they're dating. I think it's more like Vector being whatever like weird parent he is. It's just like he adopted this tiny little bee he found, and at some point he found Espio, and it's just like, well, you can come live with me too. We're gonna be the Chaotix Detective Agency. That's how I see Vector and Espio. I need to put this in as a PNG and into the avatars folder. But granted, I also, right now, I see, Espio and Silver as a ship. Tumblr got me on that ship, and so, like, my ship with Espio is Espio and Silver. Vector is pining over Vanilla. He likes mothers who can cook. Also, he's just like, she's scary. Alright. I'm gonna pause my Try Guys video because we are gonna move this over to my TV screen so that you can see stream avatars. So other people can learn to set these up because this is a little bit confusing. Stream avatars, please open. Please don't crash on me. Be my friend. You open and then you close. Why are we like this? Why are we like this, my dude? Well, while I wait for you to open, let me pull out my other folders. Yeah, so I got Sonia the dragon. Right? Silver is just like, he needs so many hugs and food, but he's also like, I feel like he can be a little bit irrational sometimes. Oh, it's because Steam wasn't open. I should have opened it before it was... I gotta adopt any Sonic character. I really like Manic, but at the same time, Manic might steal all of my stuff. I adore Tails, but there's no way Sonic is gonna let me have Tails. Ever. He'll let me have Tails over his dead body. Ah, joy. Maybe Chocola, because Chocola kind of gets, like, no love and attention. He just stays at home all the time. Continue. Yes, thank you. What's the next set? We're gonna look at cheese. 0.2? Is that what it's supposed to be? Yeah, 0.2. And what I do is I just look at the other two and I'm just like, what's my scale? Apply that. Continue. 4. Change my FPS to 4. Yeah, we'll do 4. This is... Come here. Who would I adopt? Doesn't need to be capitalized, right? Yeah, no caps. Sleep. Let's let that be the same. Oh. No. We're gonna lower you. Yeah, probably Chocola. Chocola. I love Chocola. Silver, I feel like he would wreck all my stuff. Attack. This one needs to be a target. Targeting user. Any Sonic character. Ooh. Who would I kill? That's a fun one. I like Starline too much to kill. I don't really care for the Deadly Six. So probably one of them. Zaz annoys me. Zaz is the one, he rides that like yellow golden star thing. So I might kill him. I'm gonna change my Chow. Right? I'm just like, it might be a character. Oh look, you get to be a Silver. I have to figure out where Dark Chow is on this list so I can make sure he works. Oh, yeah, but here you are. Let me know if you want me to change you into a character Chow. I just gotta test my buddy and make sure he works. So jump. Oh, I'm selected you. I'm making you jump. That's not the right one. Jump. Right? There are some, like, I never liked Scourge or Scourge from, the, whatchamacallit. Is the sleep not work? Okay, sleep does work. It just being weird. Yeah, I just never like storage. We're gonna attack Restream Bot, see if that will do what it's supposed to do. Right? We just don't get to see Ray a lot. Also, we have Dark Chow in here. He works, he functions, he does what he's supposed to do. I'm gonna go back and be Tails now. Or to call. No, I feel like being Tails today. I personally really like Tails. I feel like I would kill Scourge or whatever his name is. Green Evil Sonic. I would kill him. Yeah, but let me know if you want to change which Chow you are. We got Dark Chow in here, and now he functions, and he does what he's supposed to do. So now, we go up to this layer. And we get to go on to our next one, which is Sonia. Because she's the one I opened up over here. Yeah, this is just me checking, make sure she looks alright. Yep, good Sonia Chow. She good bar. And then put on my Try Guys video again. But I really like Ray. Yeah, I feel like Scourge. Ray, I've actually been in a podcast about Sonic Underground. So I was very excited that they were just like, hey, do you want to be a guest host? And I have wormed my way in to being like a permanent like co-host now because I'm just like, oh, you're gonna record for the Sonic podcast? I am available on these days. These are the days you're recording. I'm available. I'm here. Let's go. So I'm very excited to be like a part of that podcast. So it makes me happy. And I'm excited for it. None of the episodes I'm in have aired, but they've got 6 episodes in now. Well, they got them out and published. Frame folder. But I love his siblings. I would love to see him back. I don't know if they ever would bring him back, though. Because Manic's my favorite Sonic sibling. Always been my favorite. Folder for you. Sonia folder for the France. Right? It really is sad. Kind of wish it didn't end like that. I think it was like they were hoping for a continuation, or there was a rumor. I don't know if it's for sure true. I have a text. Oh no. My husband's mother needs money. Well, I figure out if I have money for my mother-in-law. Me. Show you the sketch phase of Metal Sonic. I'm still working on him. He is adorable. Where is my big? So I'm like, your mom needs $30. Let me see if I can finagle some money around. Because I am hoping I can. I got 50 in savings. I don't know what that's from. I have a deposit from something that I don't recognize the name of. Oh! I know what that's from. That is my OnlyFans money. They apparently sent me $40 today. That is great, because now I can give my husband $30 to give to his mother. My savings, please. Do, 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 do. You're in luck. OnlyFans sent me $40, so I sent you $30 to your ally. Love you. I've never been so happy that videos of me naked have sold. But now, we can go back to Sonia. Did I render all of her frames? Close manic. Metal. We're about to find out. If I go to frames. Is there stuff? Yeah, there's stuff in there. Okay. Because sometimes I'll forget, did I render this? All the time. It is a constant. Alright, so. Sonia. If I come back in here, I want my... Like, Eggman is so wonderful. Whether you grew up with him as Robotnik or as Dr. Eggman, whichever one, he's a great villain. The man knows how to be, one, camp. I love a campy villain. I grew up on, like, 60s Batman. My parents played it all the time. So I prefer a more funnier camp kind of like superhero thing, which is probably why none of the edgy stuff clicks. But Eggman can also be edge. He can be a dark threat when he needs to be. It's just, why bother? Control C, Control C. My dude doesn't have to try as hard. We're gonna zoom in. And we're just gonna do a different method for this guy, where I just line them all up in one frame. Just gonna line them all up and then move them over at the end. But Eggman, like, he can be campy, he can be evil, he can do all that. And he can really switch on a dime. That's also something, like, I really enjoy. Like, a lot of people hated Sonic Boom, but Sonic Boom was great. It was a more comedic version. I need to save this as Sonia sheet. V, well, Control C, Control V. 03, idle. Yeah. And now we are gonna move shift arrow. Do, 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 do. Yeah, that looks about halfway into that square. There we go. Do, 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 do. But Eggman's great. He does, like, evil genius, but also crazy. And also, let the man build a theme park. Yeah. It's also really nice having someone to talk to, Goose, so thank you for being here. Because most of the time, it's just me chattering into the void. Today, I felt very talkative. It was just walking through the whole entire process I was doing. I'm just gonna let that open. Alright. Control C. Control V. Zero. I would be amazed at how close I get to the screen to be like, hey. This is flag right now. Oh. That, okay. I've got the chow face. What does this chow face mean? I don't remember. Oh shit, Krita crashed! This happens every once in a while. Every once in a while, Krita will crash. Which is why I try to save after every single time. And it just decided today to go blah. It's fine. I turned on some Sonic music. And of course it would crash while Chemical Plant Zone is playing. Like, hey, you remember this trauma from your childhood and how you always died here? We're gonna crash now.
Eggman has such a high IQ and he can create a lot of mechanical things, but he can't kill a hedgehog. That doesn't make sense, bruh.
But it does. I mean, like, so I am very book smart, but I'm not street smart. So, I got hurt a lot. I'm gonna have to put you back over here. So, I'm just like, you gotta balance out somewhere. You can't be all amazing. Granted, I played Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. I've played it multiple times. I had a friend who hadn't played it, and I was just like, let me play this game for you. And what I did is, like, one, this man just owns multiple trains and transit systems, and if Krita plays. Krita plays. You were my friend. Why are we crashing? I didn't even do anything yet. How could you? All I did was open some files. Why do you hate me? Why? What? Why are we mad? Why are we mad? Why are we bitchy? Why are we all up in our feelings? Be my friend. Save. Because how fucking dare you? Crash once again! All I did was try to move some frames over. Yeah, but the fact that Eggman has a really nice, super high-tech, like, train system that only needs, like, 2 people on it, it's amazing. And I feel like Eggman should go other things. Control C. Control V. 04. What? There we go. I'm gonna zoom in real close. Yeah. Just want to make sure we're on the line. Control C.
Who is the most underrated and unshouted character in your opinion? In my opinion, it's Ray.
Ray. Like the most underrated and unshown. Yeah, Ray and Mighty are both kind of like underrated and they're unshown. Like, we've been getting more of them, like hints to them, like with the missing poster and all that. But another one is, so there was a Sonic manga, and in that manga, we get Sonic has a different family. He has a sister, and I can't remember. I think the sister's name is Polly, or at least that's how it was translated. And from what I remember reading in the manga, you didn't get to see her a lot. You got a lot more with Sonic's dad. He was like a pilot who delivered the mail in the manga, if I recall correctly. Oh, I was supposed to line these up. Oh, you're already lined up. But I feel like possibly her would be the most underrated and unused, because like you don't see her, and because we've seen Mighty in new stuff.
Weird question, but if Shadow the Hedgehog is black, can he say the N-word?
As a white girl, I don't think I can give anyone that ability or power. If my husband gets home before this live stream ends, he's black, we'll make him answer it. Because I do not know. And as a white lady, I don't feel comfortable answering it. He was made 50 years ago, so whether he has the ability to or the rights to, he has heard it and has probably said it. And probably had to learn, like, no, Shadow, you can't use those words. And had to have a very awkward conversation with Rouge. Because Lord knows, Rouge is like, Rouge being his best friend, she's the only one that Silly's gonna listen to. Where on earth are you? I am completely off base. I was just like, where is this Chow? Forever away. That's where this Chow is. This Chow is not even in our orbit. But like Rouge being like one of the few people Shadow listens to. So Rouge is gonna be like Shadow. I'm pretty sure if Shadow had ever like taught Tails any bad word sucks, be like, where did Tails learn this? And Tails is gonna point at Shadow and Knuckles because it's gonna be one of those two. And Tails will be like, it was them. And Sonic will have lectures. Because I feel like Sonic has cursed once or twice before. But he specifically goes, Tails, you're not allowed to say those words.
Am I the only one who shipped Shadow and Rouge?
I also shipped Shadow and Rouge. Like, when I was, like, really young, I've changed how I view them, but that's just because like you can change your views on things as you grow older. Now I see them more as like siblings at this point, but like the shipping pair is still adorable. Well, it can still be cute and wholesome. I think what it was is like Shadow and Rouge is probably where I saw my first porn. Well, it's not where I saw my first porn. I saw porn before that because my parents were kind of hiding it on the computer. And neither was my brother. But looking for, like, Shadow Rouge fan art, I came across a lot of, like, sexual content. And when you're young and full of hormones, ooh, sex. Intriguing. Now, as an adult, I'm just like, whatever, it's sex. But at the same time, I'm just like, I'm not in the mood for the sexy stuff. Can I get cute, adorable, wholesome moments, please? There we go. I'm also like the kind of girl who's just like, oh, my book now has a sex scene in it. Well, time to skim this through until the end of it. Save. But I mostly see them because, like, they also work together, and I feel like you should not work, like, you should not be in a relationship with someone, like, you work that closely with. Like, it'd be one thing if they're in two different departments, but no, they work, like, side by side, and I feel like this is a relationship that's not gonna go well if y'all ever have a lover's quarrel or spat. So I like to see them as, like, the siblings. We're like sibling figures to each other. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Ba 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 ba.
This isn't about Sonic the Hedgehog, but Mario's original design had a gun, so imagine Sonic and Mario fighting and Mario pulls a gun at Sonic.
I wasn't aware that Mario's original design had a gun. That's interesting. I'm also a little bit terrified. But I can imagine it based off of like what Jumpman was supposed to be. He was like a villain originally. So it kind of makes sense.
I mean, he is from Italy.
I mean, from the manual I read, he's from Brooklyn. He's an Italian American. Based off like the manual I remember reading as a child. But some sources might have it different. Who knows? 'Cause I read that manual forever ago. And I don't remember which game that manual was for, because we own multiple Mario games. But, like, in the original, like, Mario, when he was introduced in one of the Donkey Kong games. Because he kidnapped the baby's grandpa or whatever. I don't remember exactly. He did some mean stuff. Control C. B. Scroll down to my next line mark. Oh wait, did I? Yeah, I already had you down here. 14. Jump. Clicky, clicky, clicky. I always wind up resizing this frame specifically. Yeah. Control C. Control V. Yep. Sonia. That is 15. Jump. Now, going down to our next set, which will be trumpet and attack. Trumpet, sleep, and attack. Save. Right now, I recently began playing, what is it called? Mario Superstar Saga? Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, that's what it's called. I recently began playing that. And my husband, apparently, he never played it. It was on, like, the GPA. And so, like, I was like, hey, look at, like, this really nice animation of the sprites. Because, like, it's really expressive. And he's playing, Super Mario RPG right now. Da-da-da-da. This is Trumpet.
I swear to God, Sonic isn't afraid of water. In Sonic X, Amy made him a bracelet to remind him that he doesn't have to fear water, and every time Amy drowns, Sonic is to go save her. He isn't afraid of water.
It's not so much that Sonic's afraid of water, it's mostly he hates getting wet. And, like, he can swim now. But also, like, when you get in the water, you just sink like a rock. Like, the first couple of seconds of being in the water, you're just like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. At least that's how I am. But I'm also allergic to chlorine, so I cannot do pools. So, fun for me. Trumpet. Sleepy. Control C. You go here, and you go... I pressed the wrong control button. Control C. 18, sleepy. Save. Save at the floppy disk. There we go. Let's go let that float a little. Line you up. Oh. Yeah, right there feels good. Control C. Control V. Sleep. That's lined up enough. Save. Close that one. File. Open. Let's scroll all the way down for text. Who's gonna go ahead and open all of them? Let my files do file these things. Ooh, it's making them small. Alright, Control C. Do 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 do. There we go. Do 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 do.
Imma, be real with you, I feel like the Sonic comic has better art than all of the Sonic series.
Yeah, the Sonic comics, like, are we specifically talking about IDW? And I have a theory as to why. A lot of the people working at the IDW Sonic comics they grew up as huge fans of the Sonic series itself, and so they've honed their skills and being very, very good at what they do. So I feel like it's because the people at Sonic working on the IDW Sonic comics are such big fans, love the series so much, that they make the best art possible and have legit been drawing Sonic since they were kids. Because Sonic, like, principles of design wise, like, I took animation in college, so I have a bachelor's degree in media arts and animation. That's what my degree specifically is in. Sonic the Hedgehog, he follows really good shape language, but it's also really unique shape language. So Sonic is really good because his silhouette is recognizable. Something that makes a really good silhouette is being recognizable. But the style of the show is a unique style for the franchise that isn't always matched, especially with like the way the characters are designed. So you've got characters, like each character and the way the characters are designed, making them look like they actually belong into that universe is tricky. And what people have just been doing, they're just like, oh, I want to add a character that's like a horse or something, instead of taking the time to dissect what the Sonic franchise and what these characters tend to look like and figure out how would a horse Mobian look. Legit in Archie, they just drew an actual horse and put it on two legs and made it talk. And so it's very jarring. And that's part of the reason, like, the human characters don't always look like they fit, because they don't really mesh with Sonic. But at the same time, Eggman and Gerald and Maria are your only humans, and they're very standard humans. But in order to get, like, it's complicated. So, like, you had the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, but not a lot of those characters looked like Mobians. Because, like, that's something, like, I do as an exercise every once in a while. I'll take a random Pokemon and design it, like, if it was a Sonic character. Like, how would they look in the Sonic universe? And I've had a lot of fun with that. I've also done a Digimon. I did my favorite Digimon. And trust me, I did spend forever figuring out how would a horse look like in the Sonic universe. I used Vector as a base. Because Vector is a bigger, larger creature as a Sonic character. Me, it's as importance. Da, 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 da. There we go.
Let's be real, Mario was never stronger than Sonic. Mari is just one hit and he loses his power-up thing that makes him stronger, so Sonic literally solos.
Well, kinda true. Sonic has to carry one ring around. So if Sonic gets hit, he loses all his rings. That's how it used to be. But he would have a second or two to collect his rings. But Mario wasn't so much about the power-ups. The power-ups were cool to, like, get certain treasures and stuff. But some Mario levels, in at least the one I played, which I think was Super Mario World, for however far I was playing it, it was basically platforming. But Sonic, like, we have to give Mario his props. One, great. It's a game, he's a series, he's got his standard basic stuff, and rinse, wash, and repeat, and it sells, and it works for them. And I have no problems with that. And without Mario, we wouldn't have Sonic anyway. Sonic the Hedgehog was created because the people at Sega, they were seeing how fast they could speed run Mario. And they wanted to design a game around speed and platforming. And so speed running Mario is what inspired Sonic the Hedgehog in the first place. So to me, I'm just like, you can't have Sonic without Mario. Because Mario was the inspiration in what drove the team to create it the way they did. Ba ba da ba 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 ba. So like, I give my little Italian plumber his props. He inspired many great games to come. And the man knows how to take a concept and rinse and repeat it over and over again and still make money. And I'm not even mad about it. I'm really not. Frankly, I think if you can still do the exact same thing as you did previously and still rake in money, you're doing great. You're doing something good. You are doing something wonderful that you are able to, like, rinse, wash, and repeat it every once in a while, brand new coated paint, and then still make money. It's wonderful. Granted, I did spend like a whole, like, I got Princess Peach Showtime, and I spent like a good long minute playing that. That was the only thing I played, and it was the only thing I did for a long minute. Like several weeks, like I would come home from work, I would play Princess Peach Showtime. And I beat it. It's actually one of the few games I beat. Because I haven't beaten many games. Like, the number of games I've beaten, I could probably count on hands. And by, like, complete a game, I mean I've made it to the end credits. So, like, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, because, like, my brother kept deleting the save data off the game, and every once in a while, like, it would be so long since I played for it, I would forget the controls, so I would have to restart Sonic Adventure a lot. So it took me 6 years to beat Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Now, I've gotten so good at big stages, I can beat him in, the shortest time I've done was like an hour or 30 minutes. So, I can beat big stage pretty quickly. Avatars. Sonia. PNG.
Know that I think about it, every character we know today has changed when development, like Mario had a gun, Sonic was supposed to be a rabbit, and Kirby was white.
Yeah. The stages of designing a thing is very much wonderful. Alright. We're gonna get a TV screen so you can see. I might have to go through and close this program out to get it to load Sonia. Yeah, I do. Okay. 1. Save. 2. Oh no, she's there now! Look at you. Apply. Continue. Link 02. No, hold on. 300. It's 300. Apply. Continue. Is it 0.2? It's 0.2, not 0.02. Because... Oh. Wrong bit.
Like you make an OC and then you'll publish the series you made for him, but then the more it takes for the series to publish, the more changes the OC will have.
Yep. That's pretty much how it is. Because designing... Because there's a lot of elements you have to consider when designing. You have to consider your audience. You have to consider form, function. You want your character to... It's charisma. That's what it is. I'm trying to remember all the elements I learned because I had to do like a test and all that. I have a degree. It's just been a minute since I put that degree knowledge to use. But you have to have your character, one, be unique. So, like, the rabbit design that they brought back as a skin for Sonic Superstars, if you look at the design, it is a blue rabbit with a bow tie. And this was being designed in the 90s. And we already had characters like Bugs Bunny, Mickey Mouse, and the rabbit was a little bit too close to those two things. It's very reminiscent of Rubber Hose. So, for what it was kind of a bland character concept. And that bland, simplistic character concept would be fine, sure, in some things, but not completely. You also have to consider, what are your limitations on, say, your Super Nintendo? So your Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis, you only have so much memory. Only so much memory in that little space. And you gotta do whatever. So that's something like really interesting. The Mario color palette, they only had like 15 colors they could use. And I think with Sonic they only maybe had 20. Making sure she plays. She sleeps. So yeah. And when you're like, especially like making a character and your concept of said character, things like their purpose, their function, their personality. The rabbit didn't scream cool. They wanted Sonic to be cool and be like hip with like the 90s kids. The 90s had a lot of that skateboard culture. So they wanted him to like appeal to young to teenage boys. And Rabbit wasn't going to appeal to that. Sonya works now. I'm gonna be SBO now.
I was in Japan to see my family cause I'm half Japanese and I saw this Sega mall and it was like a lot of Sonic. It's like Sonic this, Sonic that, and I even saw the changes of Sonic.
Nice. This sounds awesome. I would love to go to a place like that. Also, welcome back. Here's your chow. You can make it do a lot of things. It plays the trumpet, it takes naps, it dances, and it jumps. And I threw you very far. I'm sorry. You'll reappear somewhere over here. I didn't mean to throw you so far. But now, I'm gonna change this guy, Manic, to Sonya. And now, I have all three triplets! Whoa. I have almost the whole entire family together. And by almost, it is really an almost. Shit, I forgot to check on the water. I'm boiling water. Shit. I completely forgot. I forgot.
Hey. what's up? Do you have
I'm back.
PNG?
Good news is water did boil. Bad news is I lost too much water to put the noodles in. Hi, welcome in, Richard. Welcome in. We are currently working on chow to put in stream avatars. I forgot that I had water left over to boil on my stove, and I got to my stove and too much of the water had left. And so now I had to add more water to the pot to do the thing it needs to do. Because I forgot. I set a timer on that oven now. So my oven's gonna beep in 10 minutes to be like, hey, come check and see if your water's boiling. Do I have a PNG? Yeah. I set these up as PNGs.
Do you have? And it's like, oh, Eggman was the main character, but we replace it with a rabbit. We don't like that, so let's replace that with a hedgehog. It's like a stupid short story.
Well, yeah. They decided the human wasn't gonna be like a good for the main, but they liked him enough they made him the villain. But Richard from Twitch, by PNG, are you talking about?
On your PNG, ma'am?
Oh no, no. When I hear PNG, I understand it as a file format because I am an animator and an artist. So PNG is an art file. I'm presuming you mean a PNG tuber model, which I have. It does not need rigging. I do my own rigging when it comes to that because I am a sociopath.
Model. Yes.
Yeah, I do my own rigging. I do my own rigging because I'm a weirdo. But yeah, when it comes to Eggman, I need frames and to make my folder. New folder for Dragon.
Have a good day.
Bye. You too, Richard. Bye. I don't get why people come in Twitch. It's just like, hey, you want to pay for services? Like, hey, can you get to know me first? That would be awesome. But whatever. But yeah, at least they liked Eggman enough to be like, hey, we really like this cute egg we made.
Well, very cute.
Well, thank you. But yeah, at least they liked Eggman to be like, we like this little egg guy we made. Well, like, they like Eggman, so they were just like, let's reuse and repurpose him. Blank sheet. There we go. And now we're gonna go get our dragon. Dragon! How long have I been working? Oh, I've been working for an hour and a half. That's good. Most of the time by now I have passed out in my bed.
Palm tree panic. I heard that song somewhere in TikTok.
I might be. No, this is Mushroom Hill Act 2. According to YouTube. 00 idle. And now we get to zoom in. And click this one. Yeah. gonna put you there. File, save as. Dragon shit. I'm very proud of this dragon. I began working on this dragon in 2022 or 2023. Either way, it's been a long minute. Uh-huh. This won't be any errors. 0, 1. Idle. 0, 2. Trophy. 0, 2. Now, frame 3. Always fun. 0, 3. Idle. Do 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 da da da.
Sub.
That's Ice Cap. No wonder I recognize that. Welcome in, pause. We're doing stream avatar sheets so I can put in more chow. For example, you are this adorable chow right here. You are a cheese chow. Feel free to let me know if you want to be a different kind of chow. I've got Omo chow. I've got Maria. I've got Shadow. So,
It's like, hey, we don't want to make this guy the main character, we already have someone better, and it's like no one is getting replaced and left behind kind of move.
right.
Sup.
But really, like, Eggman's so great. And he makes a great, like, eccentric villain. And I'm just over here waiting for him to open an amusement park. I want to go to the Eggman amusement park. I want to go hang out. I don't even like amusement parks. I don't like loud, crowded places with people. But I'm just like, I'm willing to go. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Just gonna line them all up so I just go over later. It's a lot easier than switching it over every 5 minutes. Meow, meow, meow. 6. Wow. Labeling my frames, labeling on my whittled wagons, going faster, chilling out. I'm a little pink dragon, I've got skills, watch me fly. And now, close you, save you. I had so much fun working on this dragon. I also remember working on this dragon on my tablet, in my car, like on random road trips. But I also, like, I used to work like a whole entire hour and a half away from my house. So I would get up at 5. My husband worked in the area, so I would have to wait for him to get off, and he didn't get off until 6, sometimes 7 o'clock. So I had like a whole entire hour to spend working on stuff. And I worked on chow that I am now making sheets for. Sit. Save. That's a kitty in a box. I love cats in boxes. I like being able to see the emojis. Does it look different? Okay, it looks different on the restream chat, but it's whatever. I've got the chat pulled up on my phone, and it's a kitty in a box, and I like cats. Goosh, you have a way into my soul. You realized I was a crazy cat lady, and you gave me cat emojis. Keep doing that. I like cats. It makes me happy. Alrighty. Control C. Control V. 08. See it. Has it been 10 minutes? I need to go check on seeing if that water's boiling.
I want a tails in a box emoji.
I don't have a tails in a box emoji. What I do have. Looking on my files. Not this. Where are you? You are in stickers. Okay. Ba-ba-da-ba. I have an emoji of tails that I drew off a plug. I don't have, like, the YouTube thing that lets me add emojis right now. But yeah.
My army of cats will raise.
Right? Cats are awesome. I love cats. My oven's beeping. I gotta go check on my stove. I knew I had a feeling. Is my things boiling? Water at the correct level is beginning to boil. So I set a timer for 5 minutes. Hopefully I do not lose too much water. But yeah. This is the tails that I drew this like as a joke because I've been making so many of these chow. And someone was like, "Will you consider making stickers for your Redbubble of these chow?" And this was one of the random sketches I did. The other one is Shadow with a scissor blade. Which I don't know where it is. Oh no, here it is. I made it longer, yeah, but I have this one as a sticker. Shadow and his scissor blade. You can only get it.
This is the imposter.
Right? But yeah, these are some of the stickers I made. I added this one. I really like this one. The pose is based off of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cover. And the coloring palette is Froggy from Sonic Adventure. And like, I sat there, my husband's just like, "What's this reference?" And then he looked at my reference photo of the frog, and he was just like, "That's Sonic. That's not a real frog. Use actual photos." And I'm like, "No, it doesn't matter." Where are my chibis? Where is my food? I'm very proud of these turtles. My husband is just like, "I want you to do something with turtles." So I did. And he wanted some Halloween themed stuff. And this one's based off, like, every once in a while I want to, like, hang out with my husband, and it always coincides with him needing to go to the bathroom. So it's like, "Talk to me from the bathroom door." And then chicken. Stabby stab. I have a lot of things with knives. I have more than one uterus with knives. I just don't have them on this. I don't have them saved right now. I don't have them saved on this computer. I have them saved onto my tablet. So they're probably in my Discord, because I have a personal Discord I put all my art stuff in. But I drew several types of uteruses, because not all uteruses are the same. There are certain uterine conditions, which I found out I have one of, which was not fun to figure out. That's why I'm in pain every month. Kitties! Kitties in a box. Makes me so happy. Kitties in a box. Kitties in the box have great medicine. My cat is off being a cat outside. and not letting me. But it's fine. He's being a cat. If he was inside, he would just meow at me and go let me outside. And then I have to deal with that little fussing. There we go. Yeah. Alright. Control C. But I'm hoping my husband will be happy because he's gonna come home and he's gonna be like, my wife made me ravioli. And I'll be like, yes, because I love you. I made you ravioli. I just realized. We'll figure that out. That's my husband calling. Give me a moment. He'll be disconnected from chat. Hello, beautiful. How are you? Are you off work finally? Why are we frustrated, baby? Yeah, that's a fair reason to be frustrated. I know. How? The fuck? How are you supposed to get all that done before the truck comes? Right. Because by that time, everyone done left. Damn. That is our oven beeping. Right? I mean, that's a tomorrow issue. Right? Doing that shit, I won't be here much longer. Oh, I bet. You ain't got no time to like be marking all those mistakes. Like they didn't give you time to even fucking stage shit. Alright. Especially since like it goes to QC first. Radio. Yeah. I forgot about the water boiling on the stove and forgot the water on the pot. I forgot about the water boiling on the stove, so I had to fill the pot up with more water when it got to it. It was at like a nice simple boil, but it was also not enough water. Yes, baby. I have made timers now. I have been working on chow sheets. When you come home, I have 2 new chow in the system. And your car is infested with ants? Oh no! What happened? I didn't notice any ants today, but I would not be surprised. What's up there? Yeah, I did, OnlyFans sent me money, so I gave you that money so you can give to your mom. Okay. Oh, it's on your other phone, yeah. 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 Yes, thank goodness for the perverts who pay for videos of me doing laundry while naked. Cause that's actually something. I need to record a new one, a new video, and we've got laundry in the dryer. So I'll be doing that probably a little bit once the pasta's done. Cause I have been on live stream for about like an hour and a half. Working on Chow and chatting with a lovely person named Goose. Yeah, they put emojis of kitties in a box in the chat. It made me so happy. A very simple and easy to please person. One person came in and you would need a wig and shave off your beard. You would be better off doing drag. Just going, I am a man in drag. Oh no.